Good afternoon, guys. Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had hit their goals this week. If not, you better be working Saturday. Today I wanted to hop on. I just wanted to talk about something that I've talked about several times before, and that is the old, crusty but trusty direct mail. Okay, I've done a couple of videos over this. The biggest reason is because the big hype right now seems to be Facebook leads. And they are attractive, no doubt. I've used them quite a bit in the past. I don't anymore, just because I have gone right back to direct mail every single time. I haven't seemed to have been as pleased with any direct mail lead or any direct mail vendor. But again, you may be having some different success, and that's great. You may create your own leads, etc., etc. That's fine. But I wanted to talk about something that I had experienced this week, okay? So this week I was out running appointments. We're here in Texas right now. We're still allowed to go see people. COVID has seemed to really level off here. The folks seem to be, excited for us to come out and help them out. So the other day I had ended my day about 3:30, which is pretty early, but I had some other things to do, but I had just enough time to door knock a couple of doors. A lot of people don't like to do that. In fact, I don't do it all that often, but when I have some time, I'm feeling cocky, whatever it may be, I go out there and knock on a door to see what I can come up with. So the other day I was rolling out. I was in the middle of nowhere, hardly any service on my cell phone. I had the lead in hand. I stopped by at this house. There's a bunch of dogs, a bunch of cars, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I want to see if there's something there. Okay, so I go up there and I knock on the door and I go, "Hey, Gloria. My name is Ethan Gladwell, and I don't normally swing by unannounced like this, but I was here in your neck of the woods. I'm just here to let you know that I had received this, and it looks like it has your name on here, and I've called a couple of times, but I have an out-of-town area code, and I know nobody answers that because I know I don't answer those calls. But I just wanted to make sure I got you checked off the list here. Do you know what it is exactly you were looking for?" And they're going to take a look at this lead and go, "Well, yeah, that's my signature. Yeah, I am 74 years old, and yep, that's my phone number." And Gloria the other day had gone, "Well, Ethan, I'm really interested to see if I can get, onto a plan that will give me over-the-counter benefits." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, excellent. Well, what I can do, look, I've got a few minutes before my next appointment. Is Edward home?" "Yeah, Edward's here." "Hey, why don't we sit down for just a second and go over this information?" "Yeah, come on in." "All right, fantastic." Sit down. I build a little rapport and I go through a needs assessment. Turns out they have Medicare, Medicaid. Well, after looking online at Medicare.gov, it turns out they had an excellent dual plan in their area that provided $250 per quarter per applicant, and which turns out to be $2,000 a year. Well, it was a no-brainer because the dual plan was a PPO. All their doctors accept that plan, and they get the additional benefits, okay? As you might imagine, they were stoked. Well, Gloria had told me, "Ethan, I got to be honest with you." And of course, she said this after we've already had a good time, yada, yada, I've helped them out. But she said, "Ethan, I got to be honest with you. I do not answer the phone at all. Will not, okay? And even if people leave me a message, I probably won't call you back, okay? And to be 100% honest with you, if you didn't have this in front of my face showing me my signature, then I probably wouldn't have let you in because I just wouldn't have remembered a million things go through my head a day." I said, "Look, Gloria, I understand. I've been doing this 5 years, okay? I get it. And that's why I bring it, because I want to remind you of what it is that you did, okay? I don't want to be some stranger here at the door just asking you why you filled out a card that you don't even remember what I'm talking about." So, long story longer, as we were wrapping up, a gentleman had walked through the door, and it was Gloria and Edward's son. And they said, "Well, what's going on?" Well, Gloria had said, "Well, Ethan here is helping us out with Medicare, and you're on Medicare. Why don't you sit down and listen?" So he sat down and listened, okay? Turns out he just had original Medicare. He goes to the doc, and they bill him every single time. He's actually kind of drowning with some bills, and he's on 2 really expensive medications. And so what we were able to do is we were able to find an SEP for him, get him into a plan that is $0 to go see his primary doctor at this point. And those drugs, instead of being about $1,000 a piece per month, they've gone down to about $150. Okay, obviously the guy was ecstatic. All right, so right at that point we're at 3 initials for Medicare Advantage. Okay, one house. Wrap him up And they said, well, wait a minute, we've got another son that's on Medicare. Let's see where he's at. They call him, he's next door, he comes by, and this situation was awesome. So what he is on disability. He's got Part A, Part B, and he's got coverage through his wife's work because he's pretty unhealthy. Not where he's going to pass away anytime soon, but just about 17 medications, and he's got about 7 doctors. And so we had sat down, and again, we didn't have much service. I did the best I could. It took forever, but I got it done. I plugged in all his medications. I plugged in all of his doctors. And between his current health insurance, not including the Part B premium, but between his health insurance and his drugs, he was spending about $1,300 a month. In fact, the wife had come over and was listening and was like, I basically have to keep this job to keep insurance on him. And that's a sad reality, but it is what it is. After crunching numbers, after plugging in drugs, after plugging in doctors, after listening to what they need, we had come up with a plan that between the plan costs and his drug costs, it went down from $1,300 all the way down to about $289. Guys, that's life-changing, okay? That's life-changing for these people. And so just to kind of circle the wagons back around, my point being is, guys, the direct mail is not sexy. It's not attractive for a lot. It's slow. It can even be expensive to some, okay? And that's all true. But what it is it's the most effective in my opinion. It has the highest intent out of any leads out there, okay? These folks had to receive this lead. They had to read it. They had to fill it out. They had to send it back into the mail. It had to get to me. I had to call them. Hopefully they'll answer the phone and set that appointment. That intent is high, okay? So I do a direct mail campaign every single week. Let me tell you something. I know this video is running longer than normal, but if you get a lead return that is less than you expected, okay? Most folks, and I've done this, I've fallen victim to this, most folks would say, I need to go back to what I was doing before, or maybe just take a week off because I didn't make the commission. That's not true. No. What you need to be doing is doubling down, okay? You need to be talking to somebody that's done an effective direct mail campaign, develop a plan, and to make sure that you're successful, okay? So get with somebody that's doing that. Guys, direct mail, again, not the sexiest thing in the world, but it got me 4 initials in one house, okay? I helped these guys out so well. I guarantee they're not going to go anywhere, at least in the foreseeable future, because I'm their guy. So again, guys, we appreciate you watching. If there's anything that we haven't talked about today, please let us know. We always like to answer any questions you guys have. Again, we're Medicare Millennials. We just launched our new website. It's MedicareMillennials.com. Please check us out. We're getting things added to that daily. If for whatever reason you reach out to us and we haven't reached back out within 24 hours, your email may have gone to junk. Please reach out to us again. Reach out to us on our website, whatever it may be. We enjoy answering these questions. Other than selling, we get a kick out of helping people and making sure you guys are successful as well. So happy Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Let's crush some goals next week. Talk to you guys later. Bye now.